What's up everyone, a different kind of video for you today as promised. This will be the start of a new series where I'm going to break down each escape hive. This is obviously the first of those videos, so let's get straight into it. The first hive we will cover is called the Gauntlet. So, how's this going to work? I'm going to cover everything I possibly can about this hive. The weapons, the enemies, each individual act, and finish with the best classes to take. I don't want these videos to be too long because I just want them to be a quick refresher you can watch again and again if this hive pops up as the daily or weekly, or if you plan to master the hive. Some basic info on this hive first then. This is a single act hive that will start with a 60-second venom timer. There are 3 cog tags you can pick up throughout this hive to help reduce your time. Speaking of time, here's a quick list of what your time will start at depending on your difficulty for this map. Cog tags will mostly always spawn in weapons rooms, but they are randomized at the start of the hive. So you may pick up all 3 in the first room, or 1 in every other room. As your difficulty increases, you will have more and more mutators to deal with as well, so I'll quickly cover those. Regen penalty. You and your teammates' health regeneration is 50% slower. More health. Enemies have increased health. I need to do some more testing on this, but it seems to be about 75% extra health. More lethal. Damage to players is increased. I'm not sure how much extra damage they do just yet. I still need to do some further testing on this. Faster venom. Venom moves twice as fast. Add bastions. This one is obvious. Bastions are added to some encounters. Iron Man. Teammate respawn pods will no longer appear, so don't die. Regeneration. This will allow enemies to regenerate health back to full if left alone. On to weapons next. Here's the full map for this hive, and I'll list everything that is available on the map. Let's start with the weapon rooms. There are 6 in total. Here are the locations and contents of each of those rooms. There are also going to be some extra ammo boxes available in these 3 rooms as well, but you aren't going to be running straight in and grabbing these because there's going to be some mini bosses in these rooms, making it a bit more difficult to get through. In terms of enemies, there are 7 major fights throughout this hive, and your first one will start in this room, and it will be one of those mini boss encounters I mentioned earlier. This fight will consist of 2 scions or 1 scion and 1 stump. A single bastion will also be added here if you have the Add Bastions mutator active. Fight number 2 takes place here, consisting of a few drone-like enemies, with 1 being elite. They will all be the same class as well, so hunter, drone, grenadier or sniper. Fight number 3 and boss fight number 2 is here, and will once again be 2 scions or 1 scion and 1 stump, although 2 bastions will be added here if you have the mutator on. One thing I will say is if you fought 2 scions in the first mini boss fight, you aren't necessarily going to fight those 2 same scions in the next room. There will also be a few Imagos or Juvies backing up these mini bosses in this room as well. Once this room's been cleared out, some more Juvies or Imagos will make their way into this room from the back. The 4th fight will be the same as the first drone fight, consisting of 5 drones this time, with 2 being elite, and all consisting of the same class once again. The 3rd mini boss fight will once again be another 2 scions or 1 scion and 1 stump, but with only a single bastion if you have the mutator on. There will be some more added Imagos and Juvies here once again. The main thing to watch out for in this room is a warden that spawns here as soon as you kill either boss. Upon spawning, he will run at you and your team, backed up by a few Juvies, so be ready for them. The final push to the exit will consist of a bunch of drones once again, with a few Imagos thrown into the mix as well. It's about 12 units altogether, with about 3 to 4 of them being elites. Make your way through these and you will finally be at the exit. The exit fight is the most important. This is your final stand, so make sure you are prepared. The enemies trying to stop you are going to spawn here and will consist of Juvies and Poppers. a drone variant, usually elite grenadiers, and a scion of some variety, normally a dropshot scion. Plant grenades along the path to the exit to thin them out and finish off anything that gets through the door. Okay, in terms of classes, the best ones to take will be something that can benefit from any of the weapons always available in the weapons rooms, those that have heavy melee damage, or classes able to generate ammo. So let's eliminate the other classes that this doesn't apply to. As I said, ammo is extremely scarce in this hive, so the tactician is almost crucial to beating this one. Blade masters and demolitionists can also generate some ammo with certain skill cards, but these have their own requirements. Any class that gets escape benefits from Venom and Ash are also a great option, or those that excel in melee combat, reducing the need for ammo. Anything else left by this point are your good options. Since I recommend the tactician as being the best class for this hive, here is the build I would take into this hive. No single build will ever work for every escape, so in this case use cooperation to help your teammates do a little extra damage, Venom explosive resupply, and resupply duration to generate as much ballistic and explosive ammo as you can for yourself and teammates, and with Shredder cause a lot of extra bleeding damage with that extra explosive ammo you now have. An empty card slot is here as well for your choice. Use either disciplined or modified hammer burst to deal some extra damage with ballistic weapons, or huddle up is another good option to generate slightly more ammo for your team. So hopefully that is everything you need to know on this hive. If you've got any good tips for other gears on beating this one, please leave them in a comment below. I also have guides which cover most classes for Horde mode and everything you need to know about them. If you like this kind of video, then please leave a like on the video, and if you want to see my future uploads, make sure you are subscribed, and I'll bring you more of these escape videos in the future. That is everything for this one though. Have an awesome day, gears, and I'll see you in the next one.